So Nathan Heaney has lost to Sofiane Khati for your 7th round stoppage. Jesus Christ. Yeah, look, I like Nathan Heaney, but I'm going to be brutally honest in this video. Like, I really like Nathan Heaney. I feel like he's a great character. And, he's entertaining. But if we're being completely honest here, that was a shambles, if we're being real, and he wouldn't win a rematch against Khati, if I'm being real. And if I'm being honest as well, I think he's probably done. I think that him, being British champion, all the, he's done that. And, that was his main aim ever since turning pro. And it's not like he's had an amateur background, a big amateur background or anything like that. Nathan Heaney's come further than he was expected to. And in that last one against Khati today, he was badly found out in that fight. He's got some great wins on there, without a shadow of a doubt, especially, Denzel Bentley being the main standout one. But that loss to Sofiane Khati today, it just shows Nathan Heaney is done, if I'm being completely honest here. It properly exposed something. I mean, in those fights against Brad Pauls, I think obviously, I think obviously there's no shame in losing to Brad Pauls. But I think as well, though, first Brad Pauls fight, Heaney was spitting the gum shield out a lot to buy himself some time in a way, because Brad Pauls might have been a bit the reason why Heaney survived. And I'm only admitting it now because it looks that way, because that's also what he did when he got hurt today against Khati. Spit the gum shield out, then he got stopped. So yeah, it's just a way out, kind of, in my opinion. But today he got badly punished for it and badly found out by Khati. I just feel like Heaney's very limited, if I'm being real. I mean, he's got some all right distance management behind his backhand, and that showed in the first 3 rounds of the fight today. But I think it was clear to see from that 4th round, Heaney was badly busted up, and it was going to be very difficult for him to see the final bell, because Khati's power was too much and was overwhelming him when Khati got in the pocket. It was the exact same with Brad Pauls as well. When Khati was landing, he got Heaney panicking. And, reality badly struck Heaney. And I just feel like as well, deja vu kind of hit Heaney in the face today as well after that Brad Pauls fight. Well, the first one as well, I feel like it was that first Brad Pauls fight that really took it out of Nathan Heaney. Then he got knocked out in that rematch. And then today, it's deja vu all over again. Heaney hasn't won in his last 3 fights now. So, look, he wanted a fight at Stoke. That's off for him now. That is off. He won't be able to get that fight at the Bet365. That is all done now for Nathan Heaney. And again, I like Nathan Heaney, but his level's being exposed. He's not British level anymore. And, he got that win over Denzel Bentley. It was a fantastic performance. He had some great moments there and was very entertaining. And he's got a great fan base behind him that he always brings out to his fights. Fair play to him. He's created a big fan base. And, they seem bloody ridiculously loyal to him. But that performance against Khati, the moment Khati was able to get into the pocket today, Heaney was in panic mode. Heaney was in panic mode the moment that Sofiane Khati was able to get into the pocket. And Khati badly busted Heaney up and was getting success and was consistently knocking his head back and was wobbling Heaney quite a lot on the fight. And, when Khati was able to back Heaney up against the ropes, panic mode once again for Nathan Heaney. I just feel like it's in a way, it's a confidence issue for Nathan Heaney as well. It seems to be a bit of a confidence issue for Heaney. I just feel like he's kind of lost it. And now, he lost to Brad Pauls. That was it. That was the final straw. And that showed today. Heaney's not really got it anymore. And it just makes you think as well, what is that win over Denzel Bentley what we really thought it was at the end of the day? Either way, though, he won the British title. He's done what he's wanted to do. But now he's lost. It seemed to have affected him in a bad way, or he's found someone who in Brad Pauls, who was able to figure out his style, and Khati was able to figure it out for him today. And this was never going to be an easy fight for Heaney against Khati, and it very bloody clearly wasn't. But let's be real, he's a smart guy, and clearly he's got a smart team around him who they really looked into it and they figured out Nathan Heaney. Because let's be real, there's not loads and loads of stuff out there on Khati, but there's a good amount on Nathan Heaney, and Khati and his team were very clearly analysing Nathan Heaney a lot, analysing those Brad Pauls fights, especially seeing what Khati can do, and Khati went out there and did it. Khati was patient throughout. He didn't care about the power of Nathan Heaney whatsoever. And Khati exposed him for it. Khati's counters were getting more and more consistent as they were going on, and constantly busting up Heaney. And constantly making Heaney panic. And let's be real, Khati, even when Heaney was up, Heaney never seemed fully settled in there with Khati whatsoever. That's the thing. But yeah, I just feel like Heaney's very limited. I feel like he's very limited. He's got his range, really, and he's got some all right footwork, and that's it. Heaney's defense is literally non-existent. He's got some all right offense. I think Heaney's good when he keeps his shot straight, and that showed today. But when he went up close, he was getting caught, countered, and at times, Heaney just over-leans in a lot as well after his attacks. And that brings him in for counters. And that's what the commentators were saying today. And Khati badly exposed that, in my opinion. Like, when Heaney was leaning over quite a lot, he was just caught a lot on the way out, Nathan Heaney was. And he was literally badly and brutally punished for it every single time. But, yeah, look, I'm absolutely gutted for Nathan Heaney because, that's basically it for him, if we're being completely honest. Like, it's really difficult for him to find a way back after that, and I can't see it. Like, people are going to say, you've got to give him another chance. Of course, he'll probably fight again. Fran Warren's going to want him on another show because of the amount of fans and attention that Heaney brings. But, and his fans seem very loyal, but is that stock going to go down now after that loss? That's the thing. He's in a really difficult position now because he's completely out of that British title picture. He's a very difficult guy to match. I mean, Khati wasn't going to be an easy opponent going into the fight, but it was not good at all. It was always going to be a potential banana skin, and that is what it was. That is what it turned out to be at the end of the day. And it's basically screwed over Nathan Heaney's career for good, in my opinion. Who knows what's next for him, but that's it. I just feel like he's too limited with his range, and at times he leans over his lead hand too much, and he gets caught and he gets punished. He just doesn't feint enough either. Heaney just doesn't set up his moments enough behind feints. He just does the same thing, leaving his lead hand out there and trying to set up his moments behind that. And he is a good, accurate puncher, though, Heaney. But once he gets caught, it's panic mode, and he eventually gets found out and get caught and can just get caught by a load of combinations. And that's what happened today when he fought Khati, and he got stopped in that 7th round brutally.